everybody, Amelia here, and welcome back to Persona 5. We have been full steam ahead the last couple of episodes. It's just been story after story after story. Okumura died, the Phantom Thieves are under massive assault. Akechi basically knows who we are, I think because that first time we entered the palace, Okumura's palace, he was right there. And that's when he got the nav app on his phone. And so he knows who we are. He knows that there's somebody else. And he knows that we didn't commit the murders. But he's basically blackmailing us to try and find out who is committing them. And so we have to decide on if we're going to be... I mean, I don't think there's really a choice, but that's what's going to happen. And then Sojiro found Futaba's calling card from when we did her palace. So now, she is also, he knows now, about the Phantom Thieves. At least he's not throwing us out, but just basically because he can't prove anything. So that's great. Everything's coming to a head right now. It looks like we managed to avoid the worst possible situation. I don't know about that. On Discovery, Town detectives were in Shibuya for the Wilton Hotel's super popular buffet. All the food's so good it's hard to choose. This is the place to go when you splurge in Shibuya. I heard all sorts of celebrities and even political big shots go there undercover to eat. The man who everyone says will be the next prime minister goes there too. I'd like to go try it out. And that's where we found that guy, the one that's talking about fighting the Phantom Thieves in a quickly and being a good prime minister, and he's not a good dude. Because I'm pretty sure, it's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure he's the one that got Joker in trouble in the first place.
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. So what? Am I just going to go to sleep with her right there? It's late already. Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward. Go home or he'll worry. I'm gonna go home. Night. I mean, I guess we could have told her to stay on the sofa, but I don't think she...
Well then.
Sojiro would have liked that. Let's call it a day and go to bed. Sleep. That was an awkward conversation. The heroes are killers, lol. Yeah, this is terrorism. Can't steal my heart, lol. Murderers deserve to die.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves. Look. Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
You gonna report us?
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
There was no choice.
That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
I know.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel
could so
bad
very
about what
easily
we've done
do
to the
it.
chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1.
Great.
Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
I can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. I catch you suggested they go to the school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably be the end of us if we started sniffing around now. But 30 million yen, man. Just let me dream a little. It's like, what, $3 million? Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away with this time. Our backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good, though. Let's talk more in person. Well, at least a guy didn't throw a eraser at us this time.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think? How did we lose? What did we do wrong?
They baited us. We lost sight of our goal. They baited us.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too, but still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Just turn the tables.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. That's the same as dumping our aesthetics again, because we only care about our hides.
I see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this. Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier. Being framed and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry. I know how you feel. You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since the time you went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head.
And again.
I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it. You can still change. Yeah, you're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon.
See ya!
I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, see you all tomorrow. We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Oh boy.
Okay.
We can't let things end here. We need to figure out who's behind everything.
Nice.
Let me guess. Yeah, I can't go anywhere. Today's feature is about efforts being carried out to reveal the identities of the Phantom Thieves. We consulted a profiling expert for his analysis. He determined that they're either in their 20s to 30s or in their 40s to 50s. Wow. They're so far off the mark. Were they even trying? 20s to 30s or 40s to 50s. So basically, a 30-year span.
Nice.
We're not done quite yet. This is just the beginning. Oh boy. This site pisses me off. Can't know without a trial. Deleted by admin. Deleted by admin.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. If this is a ship that's bound to a rotting dock and destined to sink, we might as well destroy it once. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
It's gotta be him.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you were at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
Scapegoat.
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. It will become a warning to not mess with us. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
You think? No, he doesn't.
I can't really explain it. But I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
not a bad deal.
Thanks.
Except for, you know, the whole disbanding
I
thing.
was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping it'd never come to pass, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Whoa, really?
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
That's odd.
Isn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Oh boy. Oh, and now Sai gets to hear that Akechi was in on it too. But is this after her change of heart or before?
In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I'm appalled as the commander of this operation. I alone was kept in the dark. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
That's not all. I mean...
No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
Didn't Akechi come up with that?
Perhaps I'm overthinking things.
That's from the beginning.
Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
I haven't lost yet. I'm not alone. Justice wins in the end. I'm not alone.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Sai is slowly starting to accept the truth. I feel like my bond with Sai is growing deeper.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear. A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
What else can you dig up?
Well, like her history with men. We're phantom thieves! Ahem.
At least
Also,
the game
I
hasn't
may
lost
be
its
overthinking
humor.
it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Not gonna tell me, huh? Deleted by admin. They're deaf guilty. Well, this place went to shit. False charges happened, but enough is enough. Now for today's train news. First off, the investigation team has announced new progress in the search for the Phantom Thieves. Secondly, the opposition party has admitted a vote of no confidence regarding the current cabinet. That, along with legislator Shido's plans for a new party, has sparked fears of governmental disbandment. Man, you caused quite a lot of trouble in 6 months, didn't you? Where are we meeting today? Oh, right, we were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint, the government office district? Kasumigaseki. Kasumigaseki? Oh, indeed. Oh, I've never heard of that place. Never been there. Oh, I've heard of that place. Never been there, though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Whoa, just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, public prosecutor's office, and public security. The Diet building is right near there, too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we're just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory. Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't think there's any stopping this train run.
You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
But this should be a substantially forced operation. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks.
I don't want him to have my contact.
Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
Though our positions are somewhat different, Akechi will be joining us for the time being. I feel like my bond with Akechi has grown even deeper. Allows you to pass your turn over to... Baton pass! No! Follow-up detective talk. Chance to step in at your shadow negation fails, allowing it to retry. Chance to cure status ailments inflicted upon.
All right.
So everything that the regular party members can.
Personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
So her palace is the casino.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
What else is there?
It must be a casino.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
I'm not so sure that was a compliment right then.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Oh boy.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
Hello, beginning of the game. But we're not in our attire yet.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
How would he know that?
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a codename, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Don't tell him!
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
I think he liked Karasu.
Now then,
What was
let's
wrong
head
with
into the
Karasu?
courthouse.
Is that something that they did in Japanese too, was make them English versions? This is business as usual. First off, we'll need to find an infiltration route. Oh boy. Takechi. Level 45. Robin Hood. boy. A noble thief that made waves in middle-aged England. He is an expert archer and leader of the Merry Men, outlaws of justice who made Sherwood Forest their home. That seems kind of... Megidala. Heavy almighty damage to all foes. Severe physical damage to one foe. Severe. That's a new one. Severe. Medium, bless, curse. Medium, bless, curse. Increases chances of being inflicted with ailments. Kugeon. Heavy bless damage to one foe. Oh boy. Okay. So, at the moment, my party is Raiden, Ryuji, Morgana, and Haru. Do I want to keep that or change it? I think we'll just keep it right now.
I have something.
As this? I don't know. Okay, so let's see. There are actual people. Hey, we can't go that way. We'll garner far too much attention. Let's find another route. This feels wrong being in my regular attire. Oh, I went too far.
It's somewhere.
Oh, and that's what her thing looks like. Salmon. Nope. Oh, boy. God, guys, I just can't believe this. We're actually in the casino. Well, outside of it. And its size. So, it really makes me wonder, is it... Are we talking to her still in the metaverse? Does that mean that none of this is really actually happening? The interrogating and everything?
Okay.
Looks like we'll be able to sneak in from here. I feel weird doing this in our regular clothing. Huh. So this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct? Dude, you're planning on stealing stuff in that getup? It just means that that's what he thinks a rebel looks like. No, this is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice. Well, I think your mask was more apt for piercing rather than sticking.
See.
That aside, the people in here look completely normal. But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace. Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he? Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions. That probably didn't make much sense because of all the fancy terms he was using, huh? No, it probably didn't. In essence, since these ones look like real people, Saison's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. But considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
But...
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. Some people may look normal, but we should be careful, particularly of those in positions of power. Is this what you have to go through every time? That's right. This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
Hey!
Just don't slow us down, Crow. I will not allow that to happen. Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later, and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always. So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step? Will you please stop interrupting? My apologies.
Come on,
Well
let's
then,
go.
let's go. Well then, let's begin by securing our route. Oh, boy. action jump. That's the only way I can go. Like, I really wonder, is Akechi a good person in actuality? Or is it just... Okay. Oh boy. Let's just not look down. Let's not look down. Okay. Oh, there's a way out? Hold on. Sealed
Indeed.
door. It won't open. Could it perhaps be locked from the other side? We should probably try to look for another way through. I totally did not read properly there. But we had a briefcase, didn't we? In the beginning? Oh my god, I need to go back and watch it just to remember. Emerge. Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
Whoa!
She can see us? You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down and I will tell you where it is. What? We're not gonna fall for a trick like that. It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you? We should do as she says. There's no point in hiding any longer.
I can feel it.
How did she know? So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor, at the highest point of this building. Why are you telling us this? It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there. Damn it, over there. It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker, let us pursue her. Oh, man. My mind is being blown, guys. Let us get after her, Joker. Open door. Can't go through there. Can't go through there. That one's sealed, so... Okay.
Somewhere.
I mean, yay. Dice shaker. Automatic door.
You got it.
Doesn't look like this door is going to open.
I can feel it.
This feels really odd.
There's a treasure chest!
Feng Shui charm. Feng Shui charm. Luck +3. A necklace beloved by Feng Shui practitioners. What do they think about it? They probably don't have... Okay, yeah, she doesn't have anything on. Resist dizzy. Sure. And then... UFO vest. It would seriously destroy his evasion. But it would give him... Moon Man vest. It almost seems like hay stuff's. This is good. We'll go with that one. Loose cut, so. Let's see. I mean, maybe putting her luck up will be better. And let's give him that, might as well. Dotted tights. And let's give her okay. I bet I can't go through there.
Joker.
We need to pursue Saison. Yeah, he won't even let me. Of course. And probably can't go through here.
Are low here.
Oh, it's a safe room.
Is there a safe room nearby? I can take a rest, right? Don't worry, I won't fall asleep.
Oh boy.
I should write something.
Let's go ahead and whew, we're gonna save. And oh my god. Look at who our party member is. Ah! That one I was not expecting. It's a little short, this episode, but I'm gonna end it here. And in the next one, I guess it's going to be full steam ahead on Sai's Palace. Oh my god, we're in the casino from the beginning of the game. I still can't believe this. Holy shit. I can't believe we're stealing Sai Nijima's heart. And I don't know if we get caught before we manage to steal it, or if it's after, or what have you. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Wow. I can't believe this, guys. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.